What's cracking? It's a little easy motherfucking E, the Prince of Compton, firstborn son of legendary youth. It's like one of a kind, different, real different. A lot of people sit there and give you all that whole, I'm gonna get killed just by going to Compton. And you know, if you look at about a days now, not necessarily, but when I was growing up, it's like literally you could go outside, leave the house, and a lot of times your mama's not sure, you know, your son was coming back. Obviously being in jail or shot or dead, you know. So growing up was kind of tough. I used to tell people it's like living in the jungle, surviving, that's the same thing. Individuals in my neighborhood took care of me, made sure I was alright for my area. You had a lot of individuals who were jealous and, you know, undercover jealous. Of the things that my father did on different sides of our city, you know, whose nephews or sons want to get tested and knocked out. So, in different views, yes, you had a lot of you could say microscopic looks upon myself being your son. Well, let me give you one. I went to school in Long Beach, so of course, you know, my father's time of his passion at the whole death row Long Beach. You know what I mean? Yes, you say rivalry going on. So as a kid, you know, going to school, you don't try to pay it back. A lot of different aspects. So yeah, good and bad. You know, but I handled it. I'm survived, lived, and I'm blessed. Early in my career, yeah, I went through some things. Being young and active as these youngsters would say now, I was that way a long time ago. So nah, you know what I mean? I'm all good. Glad to see that he's out from his incarceration, but he's somebody that my city and myself respected as we was coming up. So, you know, man, I like to work with him. Hopsin was an artist on Ruthless when I was working there, and I give a lot of respect to him because he was the artist that that I was working with to keep on Ruthless. You know what I mean? That I was working with from the ground up, and in myself, I was very just, you know what I mean, appreciative that I actually did see a vision in a real talented artist. But you know what I mean, the mishap he had with me, him and my stepmother was what it was, with his frustration as an artist, as a kid, not to be put out at the time or being restricted to certain things he can do. And you know, and it's me talking from inside out, you know what I mean, so knowing. And you know, he took frustration into doing certain songs and, you know, little diss records toward her. You know, it is what it is, you know what I mean, she really doesn't give a fuck. You know, most of us really don't give a fuck, but he's a talented individual that I'm glad to see progressed, you know what I mean, to where he's at right now, you know what I mean, because I actually did work with him when he was, you know, real, you know what I mean, fresh, you know what I mean, when he was just barely getting into the game. So I'm happy to see him, you know, his success. Working on my album, a lot of people didn't think I'd put out this, put out that. No, I put out one mixtape. You know what I mean? Whatever anybody else made is to them. But I put out one mixtape, which was Rebirth of Gangster Rap. You know what I mean? A lot of people could go back and listen to that and see what real shit was about back then. And that was some years ago. So, you know, woo. You know, and then working on my album, my first album, which is going to be titled Yellow Brick Road to Compton. Dwelling into the you know, the movie scene, the film scene. I know everybody knows in the world what's going on. I had a big audition with the NWA movie, which is another trait that I give off to saying why I feel like, you know, I gotta push hard for my father, because it's been 20 years, 19 years, what is it? Yeah, 19 years, you know, and the movie will be 20 years for him to be just coming out to give a movie to homage, you know, what my father did. I've been told the difference in me and him in music is maybe so his delivery, because he wasn't out to be a rapper. So I'm more out to be, you know, an executive producer, entrepreneur, you know what I mean, the backing to everything. And then it came a bomb that they did Boys in the Hood, and he put the Lokes on and went in the dark and started rapping. Me more so I can say that as a youngster, having a father who was a rapper, you kind of got yourself into, you know what I mean, the mode of getting it down to have, you know, a flow, you know, a style, you know what I mean? So when I record with DOC or I record with DJ Yella, that's the difference they tell me that I have with my father. Like, you can rap. Like your father, we used to do take after take or punch after punch because he didn't want to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually rap, you know what I mean? And the similarities is just anything from how I move my hand, scratch my leg, anything my grandmother could tell me, which is his mother, anything my uncle could tell me, which is his oldest brother, you know, his sister, anybody, you know what I mean? It's just, our DJ Yella itself is funny because we was on the road and he'd be like, I think I did something like, got a bag of chips and I ate the chips. I took the chips and I folded them and I put them in my pocket. And they just say, damn, your daddy used to do the same thing. I had a lot of individuals who always look upon and like, hey, you're living in the shadow or you're living this. Like, check this out. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him. Half rappers wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him. Half producers wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him. There's a lot of people he touched, and I'm talking about not just in America itself, but across the world, to influence them to sit there and say they can do this, or give them that spite or that drive to have the freedom of speech to do the certain things that they do, or, you know, or feel like they can make it. He was more so like how everybody, oh, Obama made it, any kid can make it. Well, at the time, back in the days, my father was in that aspect, where a lot of people felt like, wow, you know what I mean? Because of Eazy-E, I became this individual. Because of Eazy-E, you know, I had this house my kids has lived and born and fed in, you know, and raised in, you know what I mean? So they give a lot off to my father. So that is the reason why I do it. There's no other